good morning, and good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Uh, Welcome to another beautiful day of messages of love from above. And it is partly cloudy here in Colorado, but it's bright and sunshiny. So I love all sorts of weather. So it is what it is, right? All right. Well, before we get started, I do want to send out love to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing so, I would very much welcome that. And regardless if you're watching this on replay or live, we meet outside of time and space because that beautiful love energy is outside of time and space. So don't let that stop you. So let's take a deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just let that unconditional love from above flow into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world. And if you are in need of love right now, for your heart, for your mind, for your body, for a loved one, for a situation that you're in, we send love to you right now. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to do that. And before we get started, we're just one day away from the 1212 Odin's portal. So I'm going to just post the special uh, readings that Spirit gave for each individual zodiac sign. So if you want to check those out, see what for your zodiac sign and whatever you're drawn to, you can do really any of your signs, your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Mars, your Venus, wherever you're wanting information on where you can use additional information in your life. Just check it out. Whatever you're drawn to. I love it. We had also posted a pick a card reading regarding soulmates, soul partners, and or twin flame messages. And here is the playlist. Oh, not a playlist. This is just a video for a pick a card. You can choose as many of those three as you want. I love how they talked about what the difference is between a soulmate, a soul partner, and a twin flame. So um, I love that when people ask questions, I have no idea. I'm just human. But spirit speaks, and I learned so much, even through these readings. I just learned so much about my own life. I'm kind of sitting back in the background, just watching and listening, and I love it. So, hopefully, everyone's having a wonderful day. I see Jaylin. Welcome, welcome. She's our weekly winner. If you missed that announcement, it came out this morning. And if you want to see how you can also enter next week's drawing for a free 30-minute recorded reading, be sure to just check out the playlist. In fact, let me have the giveaway playlist over here. Let me just grab that, make it easy breezy. And it'll be the one at the very bottom, the announcement for today's winner for December 11th. So just check that out. I do talk about how you can enter the drawing in that one as well. So congratulations once again, Jalen. I'm going to probably record your reading today. I know. All right. So let's get on with the beautiful readings for today. Let me just do the pop out window here so I can see everything and shrink this one down so that I can see what I'm doing here. All right. Yes, Lisa, I do take super chat. Thanks for mentioning that. I guess that's something else I usually say, but I totally forgot. So thank you, Lisa. I actually donations do get priority. There should be super chat down below. And if you prefer doing PayPal or Venmo, I also have those in the description box of the video, the link's at the very top. So whatever you would like to do there. In fact, I do have one coming through right now. So I thank you so much. So, Spring, welcome, welcome, Spring. Good morning. So, I did receive a donation already. Thank you so much. So, Spring will be first up, and then Lisa. Yeah, if you do a super chat, I do make the donations priority just to honor that energy exchange. And then normally I just go down in order of the free readings. But when there's a donation, I pop out, do that one, and then I return back and continue go down in order. So that's kind of how I do things today. So, all right. Good to see you, Spring. Good morning. Good morning. And you'd like a card regarding new work coming in this week? Absolutely. Let's definitely do that. Let's see. I do want to use this deck here. you are you're totally fine, Jalen. That was a normal size. Trust me. I love the detail though, because we'll ask specific questions. So I do love doing the personal readings. All right, Lisa, and then you will be up after that. So thank you guys so much, and we will definitely see what Spirit has, and we'll try to get through as many free readings as I can in the 2.5 hours. So, all right. So, Spring, let's take a look here. Let me just shuffle this one more time. So, what would Spirit like you to know regarding work coming in this week? All right. All right. I like it. I like it. And I know you said a card, but Spirit's going to do what they want to do. So you did get two cards first here, and you have the Four of Wands, which is joy and celebration. So I really like that. And the Judgment card here too, I really feel this is like normally your spirit, your higher self, pulling in, pulling you, and it's like a calling. And so I really feel this is them saying, yes, celebrate. This is of spirit. Obviously, everything is of spirit that comes to us, but this is definitely in alignment with your calling, with what you are to be doing at this time. So definitely very solid. The Four of Wands is like a solid energy, stable energy, because it's like a huge table with four huge legs. It's a very solid foundation. So I really like that message coming in here. And you also have the Ten of Pentacles, which is one of the most abundant cards for the outside world. So again, they're saying allow that abundance to come in. Just be aware of your own. This is like insomnia, nightmares, having a lot on your mind about it. And these are the small teach roots, those that will, those fears that we have of fears of failure, fears of things not unfolding the way it should, and all those wonderful things that we're taught growing up. And so Spirit is saying, just be aware of those, and journal, write them down. That will allow you, yeah, to keep balance in your life. So definitely balance things out, let it be equal. And but yeah, they're saying, um, you have a lot on your mind, write it down. If it's journaling, you know or a list, because otherwise your mind will loop. Because it goes, I gotta remember, I'm going to keep on looping the same things over and over and over, which will keep your mind like not wanting to go to sleep, because the mind is like, oh no, this is my one job, is to remind you and remember, so I'm not going to let you down. And it's like, okay, let me write it down. And then like, oh, okay, so it's taken care of. I can rest then. I can go on break, and then you can sleep and you can rest and have really good rest. So write things down so it's not looping in your head over and over and over again. And you dream about it, you wake up thinking about it. You can't go to sleep because you're thinking about it. You wake up in the morning, all you're doing is thinking about it. So they're like, write it down, get it off your mind, have the list. And then you have the Apprentice of Wands. So, yeah, definitely Page of Wands coming in, new energy, new vibrancy, new passion, new drive. So, this definitely has to do with that. So, yeah. And journaling. I had my most ahas when I looked back over my journals of 5 years and I saw my patterns of relationships. I was like, "Oh, well, hey, I see, the same kinda journaling going on." So, it was amazing. I really, really like it. And then one more card for you. They wanna do okay, yeah, they wanna do an oracle card here, and they want Sacred Destiny Oracle. That's why. Okay. Alright. Ah, beautiful card too. And you got the delight is what it says on the bottom there. Beautiful. Is that a robin? We'll see. Maybe they'll mention it. Oh, sparrow. So sparrow in spring grass. No kidding. No kidding. It says spring. Hey, spring, guess what? This card is for you. So the sparrow gains its power from its numbers. In clusters, sparrows eat and forage, and predators are distracted and deterred, even intimidated by their numbers. Security and joy in numbers is a lesson of the sparrow. And within their community, sparrows are always busy living life fully. Many cultures align the meaning of the sparrow with joy. And in the Middle Ages, the sparrow was thought to relieve suffering, help one triumph over hardships, and bring joy. So, again, the Four of Wands joy, 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 joy. So, this landscape wants you to know that asking you to delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee, spend time with others, go to a community gathering, host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. Do not make hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents or make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises, or you might not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun, lots of fun, especially in community with others. And I like that. So this, with this the work that's coming up this week, they're basically saying have fun with it. Don't be serious about it. Not so serious. Enjoy community, allow your joy to flow. Just be the bright. Let that joy just fill you up and flow outward. And so just enjoy the work. Don't let it be work. Let it be play that you get paid for. And I like it because that's going to change the whole atmosphere around it, right? So I like that for you, Spring. I'm excited to see what this is and what's coming forward. So um, that is what they have. So many, many blessings to you and have an amazing week. I'm excited. I'm all excited and joyful for you. All right. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that energy and I honor that. All right. Yes, definitely. All right, Lisa Simpson, you are up next. And you do not like the work from home job that you have. Will you be able to find another one? All right, let's take a look here, see what Spirit has. Absolutely. And thank you for your donation as well. And then Divya, you will be up after that. So appreciative and so grateful for everyone that can make donations and those that I know we're in the world as it is. Sometimes we can't. So I thank you guys for all those free thumbs up that you're able to give, and that you do give. That also helps spread the love to the world. So I am so grateful. Like Spring said, so much gratitude. I'm blown away continually by all of you, all the love you give in so many ways. So, Lisa, let's take a look here. Okay. It appears you will. We'll just keep the mystery. Okay. Let me see. They want to pull a couple more. Okay. All right. So you have the Four of Coins, which is about a stable outside world. And it can even mean like home. So I like that. Stable homework. You have the Three of Wands, which is about change of direction. So I like these two coming out and with your question because this is where I got the yes. And then we got a heck yeah with the sun, because this is like one of the most um successful, productive, bright, shiny, yes, yes, wonderful, yes, capital Y, capital E, capital S, with a lot of exclamation points after it. So definitely, I like that for you. And let's see what these other three cards are. I know, like, no, no, we don't need to look at that. Let's stop there. um, they do have the Temperance card, which is balance. Just be patient as you find that, which knowing that you have something coming, right? It's like, okay, it takes time. The tempering is like going back and forth between two cups. It just takes time for it to evolve and change. But it means that something great is in the works. And what you can do in the meantime, because you have the Devil card and the Keeper of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. This is just looking at your expectations and your thoughts and your beliefs. And this is balancing heart and mind, which I know, like right now, you're like, the job that I have, I do not like. That was probably decisions we make with our mind, right? Well, this makes sense. This is what I can get, blah, blah, blah. But the heart's going, you're killing me. You're killing me, brain. You're not letting me have my say. And it's like the Queen of Swords is saying, balance your heart and your mind and take your time to find the job that will make your heart sing. And that meets some of the stuff of your brain too. But the Devil card is about shaking up and challenging your expectations around what a job is supposed to be and should be and need to be. So it's about expanding and maybe even looking into fields of work that you normally wouldn't look into. You always get the Queen of Swords. Maybe are you an air sign? You're like, or have air in your chart, right? Yep, that's me. Um, but it's definitely look outside of the norm and cut expectations away so that you can see, new opportunities in that you wouldn't have before, because when we have our blinders on with our expectations, we do miss, those um, those opportunities. We don't see them. So I like it for you. And anything else for Ms. Lisa? Oh, right. Choo-choo. Yeah. And more of the swords, more of the balancing. The Justice card is balancing, the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. So you've got three cards that are all about the brain and the thoughts and the expectations, about literally cutting them, um, so that you can have something that is more in alignment with your heart, not just the mind. So, yeah. 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 And doing something that you love with your heart as well is the a huge like message that I feel is coming through for you there. So I like it. So great news coming in, Lisa. I'm excited to see where you head off and what you do next. So um, thank you so much again for your donation. Very greatly appreciated, and many blessings to you. I'm excited to see what comes your way. So Best of luck. All right. Ah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so something that, yeah, and really look at something else that makes your heart sing too, right? I don't know why, like Hobby Lobby, it's like something that I can go do and that I leave there and I don't it's like fun. I get to go and do fun stuff and then I leave it there. But it's it's like that kind of thing. So I like it. I like it. All right. So let's see. I have another donation that came in. So Divya will take care of your reading, and then yes, perfect, Carolina. I do see your donation, so you'll be up after that. You guys blow me away. I thank you so much. I just feel so honored and so grateful. All right, so Divya. All right, so you'd like to know the situation between Ash and you are not improving. You tried everything um, to show how much you care about him. What does Spirit recommend? Let's take a look here at the Naked Heart Tarot. See what is going on with Ash. So let's take a look here. What do you recommend? Okay. Okay. And what else, please? All right. So I definitely see here, Divya, you've got so definitely understand your disappointment. I mean, this is what it feels like, right? Like you're stabbed in the heart, not once, not twice, but three times. And you're just like, seriously, I am done, you know? And I really feel like it is. I really feel like the 3 of Wands is I'm done. I'm heading a different direction. And you have the Spirit of Wands here, which is the King of Wands, which is you really stepping into your power and going, "You know what? I am not going to invest my energy anymore," because this is where, like, they really focus on where they invest their energy, what they wanna do, and where they wanna head. And I feel like it's time to back off and say, "You know what? It is what it is, and, I deserve more." And you do, you know? You've got I mean, this is what you deserve. You deserve wish fulfillment, the 9 of cups, and you deserve a higher love. And this is, what you're wanting, but this is what you're getting. And you're like, "You know what? It's time. And it's time for you to really step into what you deserve." They keep on saying, "You deserve deep love." And it is time, you care about him a lot, but spirits also, they have this moon coming in here, this moon card, which is usually the moon has like a big lake and there's this reflection. And I feel like the moon is about this inner reflection, really asking yourself, um, how can I show myself how much I care about me? Right? This mirror that is popping in here for you, um, about how Ash is not giving you the love that you feel you deserve. It's like there's this mirror, and Spirit is saying, ask yourself that same question. How am I not showing myself how much I care about me? And I know that's a tough question because I read a book by Deepak Chopra called The Path to Love. And this was after, I think it was after my 5 relationships. It had to have been because when I read it, in the book, Dr. Chopra asks, what are you looking for in a partner? And I was like, Oh, I know that answer right away because I felt all 5 of them disrespected me either by, you know, going outside of the relationship for intimacy or talking to me in just harsh ways and feeling like I was used for money and all this stuff. And I'm like, it's respect. I felt disrespected in all my relationships. So I want to find respect. And then, of course, sly Dr. Chopra then says, what you're looking for in someone else, you can find in yourself. And I'm like, that book, it did go flying across the room at that moment. But then I calmed down and I realized they were right because I would give up myself, my friends. I even moved out of state and left my job and everything for to go with someone. And I was like, that is not respecting myself. And Dr. Chopra was right. He's a smart man. So I feel like that is what they're wanting you to look at is going, you deserve all this care that you give, that you want to show and to Ash. It's like it's time to give you that love and to go, how am I not giving me my love? And so they're like, that all that energy that you're investing outward towards him, you now turn it around and you're giving it to you. And you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna try anymore. I deserve better. I deserve more. I deserve my love wish. I deserve this high love. And it's time. It's time to allow that to happen for you. And so I absolutely am excited for you because I know it was a tough message to hear when I heard it, but it changed my life when I realized, um, especially like, and I mentioned this sometimes on the channel here too, when I was like, they cheated on me, 3 out of my 5 went outside the relationship. And I'm like, they cheated on me. And then afterwards, of course, during the shadow work, spirit was like, well, you kind of cheated on yourself with them. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like you were looking for your definition and your love and your worth out there, but yourself, your higher self was like, that's my job. Why you cheating on me with all those other people? And I was like, oh, that's the mirror that you were showing me, right? And so I love that you get to have this freedom that comes through it. And it is truly freedom when you realize I get to give me all the love that I've ever wanted. And then everyone else on the outside is extra. So I absolutely love that for you. So you have permission from spirit and focus all that love on you. So that's what they have for you, Divya. So thank you again so much for your donation and many, many blessings to you. I'm excited for this next adventure. All right. All right. So thank you so much. Yes. And then Carolina Ortega. Thank you, Jaded Kate. So I do see that. And there's your question. Thank you so much. So you are up next. All right. So, how can you find out if the person that you like or love is willing to be with you during your career and after? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. All right. What else for Carolina? Let's find out. Anything else? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So it's interesting because you have both the strength card. You have 2 sets of cards, 3 and 3. In the first set of cards, you have the strength card, which is about you. This is your human self connecting to your higher self. And then in the second, you have the judgment card, which is your higher self calling your human self. So you got both of these. about really it's this turning to yourself, uh, just really they're like inward and upward, is their guidance is the more you connect inward and upward to your higher self, like one, the more your intuition is just going to be like bing, 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 right on, because the higher you raise your vibration to that love, the more clear messages come through for you as well. And so they're kind of inviting you to this relationship on the inside, a lot like with Divya, like a lot of stuff just talked about with the mirrors, the reflection turning inward, is such a big piece of it. The Because in the first set you have the death card, which is like endings and new beginnings, and this five of swords has to do with this mental conflict that goes on inside around expectations. And this Ace of Swords here is what allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm. And it allows you to cut away a lot of the expectations of the outside. And I feel like with this ending and this new beginning, it is like this um, release that happens here. Because when you're asking about how can you find out if the person that you like and love is willing to be all this, it's like you can't you can't know. And the both um both of those cards about connecting higher is like they're like the one thing that you can guarantee is that you will be with you through all of that, right? You will be with you during your career and after, because you will always be with yourself, and your higher self will always be the source of love for you. And the reason I say that, not only because of the death and the rebirth and the, seeing this conflict of the expectations of the fears of losing conditional love in the outside world, you also have this, which is the spirit of swords, which is the king of swords, and you have about love, about commitment, about relationship. And this ace of swords, again, making itself known, uh, is what allows you to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets about what does it mean when someone does something or says something or doesn't do something and doesn't say something, and how we have been taught since we were very young to define ourselves by everyone else's actions, and that we have this long list of things that we have to um, like meet in order to be lovable and acceptable, right? Through praise and punishment. We had that all growing up, right? And it's like it's a prison that we build ourselves, and we have all this constriction and we have this fear that at any moment, are they doing this, are they doing that, and am I doing what happens and doesn't happen, and it's all out of our control. And the a big piece of the journey, which now they're nudging me to talk about, is this, the strength card, because we have the lion who comes down here, our human side, unaware of our higher self. And then what happens is that lion is hungry and thirsty, and it's told, all right, to feel full and to get rid of that thirst, you go out here and you eat and drink of relationships, of situations like jobs and education and social status, whatever situations we can get into. You always get some sort of strength card. You're like, "Huh." Well, now they're explaining what the strength card means, right? And the third place is things, our body, our bank accounts, our possessions. And so that lion goes out there and eats of those things, and it's still hungry. It's probably even more hungry. Um, And then I used to say it's like American Chinese food. You eat it and you're hungrier. It seems like you get hungry, even more hungry. I think it's all the MSG and stuff they put in it, but that's what happens. The lion eats of those things and it's even more hungry. Then it drinks of those things and it's even more thirsty. And so it becomes hangry. It's hungry, angry, and it's roaring in the jungle, and it's desperate because nothing seems to be fulfilling it for very long, if at all. But our higher self, of course, is always aware of our human self, and it comes down, and it doesn't like put the lion out of its misery. It doesn't cage it to protect people from it. It doesn't try to manipulate it and train it with a whip and a chair like they do in the circuses and those inhuman things, because our higher self knows what our lion is truly hungering for is the unconditional love of back home where we come from, which we don't have here. It's all conditional out there. And so it comes down and it just hugs our lion, gives it all the love it's been looking for, and it transforms from this hangry, roaring lion in the jungle to a purring little lion cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling full and whole and complete for the first time. And our higher self isn't like Superman who swoops down, rescues, and then flies away. Now that the lion is aware of the higher self, they walk hand in paw through life together. And it's able to see life in a completely different way. All the stuff of the outside world that seemed to fall short and wasn't satisfying then becomes extra and above and beyond because we find what we need within. And then whatever anyone gives on the outside world is great. Lately, Spirit was given an example of like we find our meal and our first and second dessert within us. And then what everyone else brings in the outside world is third, fourth, and fifth dessert. And we're like, hey, I can always make room for dessert. So yeah, go ahead, bring it on. But if they're like, no, you can't have that dessert, you're like, that's fine. You're doing me a favor. I was stuffed anyway. I'd probably just feel even more stuffed. So that's fine. It doesn't impact us like it would before. So I really like this for you because it's empowering, it's turning you inward and upward for that love to connect. And then there's not so much fear, there's not so much pressure on what someone will like, what a relationship will do, or what a job will do, or what possessions are our bodies. It's like, I am full on the inside, everything else on the outside becomes extra and beautiful. And those things on the outside world, they're unstable anyway, right? I mean, that's why we ask questions like, does this person love me? Are they going to be with me forever? But people change, people pass away. Situations, jobs, education, whatever, they never stay the same, right? And things, our bodies, our bank accounts, possessions, they break down, they, catch on fire, burn down, stolen, deteriorate. And so we find the instability of the outside world disappointing us, falling short, and always pointing us back inward and upward. And so I feel like that is what they're wanting you to know right now regarding this. And it's like, you know what? When you free yourself from all those expectations and those fears, all those small T truths, which really were opinion that were given to us growing up on what something is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be, it frees us. And then, when we have ourselves under a bunch of rules, we kind of police and make sure everyone else is doing it too. Because by golly, if I have to, so are you. And when I set myself free more and more from these expectations, I set everyone else free. And what a wonderful relationship to have is very, very low expectations and just celebrating who someone is instead of focusing on who someone's not being, including ourselves. So I love this for you, Carolina. So that is what they have for you right now. So I am excited. I know it's not like, well, that's not quite what I was looking for, but it is what spirit wants for you. And it is for your highest experience because it's going to set you free in so many areas as that gets deeper and deeper into your mind and into your heart. Yeah, absolutely. You're very welcome. And thank you again for your for your donation. So thank you so very much. All right. So thank you guys so much. I do have a couple more donations. You guys are just blowing me away today. My goodness. So, so let's take a look here. So, let me see here. The next one, I think, is that to Katie? Katie? Let me see here. Okay, Jaded Kate. Okay, thank you. I know sometimes the PayPal coming through doesn't match your guys' screen name, so thank you. That is you. So you are up next, and then after that, then I believe that is Dune. So, all right. So let's take a look here. And thank you guys so much for all your patience as I do go through each of the readings. You guys are just so awesome. All right. So you felt a new spirit. Ooh, this Wednesday. You couldn't quite tap into why they came. Your dad was a huge fan of his. Maybe you could tap into the reason why. He's introverted. Well, then they are my spirit animal. So I should be able to connect with them. That's funny because they said, yeah, pick a spirit animal card. Um, I am hugely introverted. I know you wouldn't think so, but you know, you can ask my friends. They're like, he never comes out of the basement. All right. So let's take a look here and see why that they were coming here. Why did they make themselves known? All right, here we go. Hmm, I like this. Beautiful snow leopard. A little baby one too. And it says self-reliance. So you are strongly independent and often solitary. Huh. Introvert coming through. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Yeah. So that's why he came to you. He's like, I can speak her language. Let's take a look here and see what else comes in here for the snow leopard. Oh, helps if I spell it right. I guess snow does come before squirrel. So the energy around this is silence, focus, solitude, self-reliance, stealth, the shaman, intuitiveness, integrity, independence, power, and grace. So the snow leopard is the lord of silent power. They live in the harsh climates of the Himalayas where they cloak themselves in invisibility. Their inner knowing is enhanced by observation. If snow leopard is your ally, intuition is your gift. The more you use it, the more accurate, successful, and responsive it becomes. If you are a snow leopard person, this totem asks you to learn self reliance. A clear path will open for snow leopard people if they watch for clues and signs from within. Feelings of tension arise when they are not aligned with intuition. So those with snow leopard as their totem need solitude, and it's okay. You require time alone, and if you begin to feel stifled, you must honor this need within you before you start to move forward. Wow. Yeah. And I love that. I feel like they're telling you it's okay, of anyone. It's like sometimes we feel guilty about, well, I'm not going out, I'm not interacting with people, I'm not doing all that stuff. But I feel like they're coming in telling you, no, you're honing this. This is who you are. You're allowed. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel like you have to change and sacrifice your peace for doing what everyone else wants you to do. Personally, I like family. I went and moved near my family a while ago, and, I'd go to all our family events, and it would just wear me out, and I'm like they would invite me to get together, and I'm like, "Eh, I'd rather do, like, one-on-one, one-on-two than one on 8 or 9 or 10. Can we just go to breakfast, like you and your wife, instead of me all going together?" Um and you just stand up for yourself. People just accept it or they don't, right? So I like that. And it says snow leopard people do their best thinking, creating, and problem solving by themselves. They are master survivors. All leopards are linked with shamans, psychics, and intuitives. Snow leopards are regal, graceful, and daunting. They walk easily between the worlds, and if this is your totem, so will you. So there's 4 questions or statements, things that you can contemplate if they resonate. So I think these are questions that they are bringing up for you. Are you experiencing emotional turmoil from a lack of solitude? Number 2, have you become unbalanced from the busyness and noise of daily life? Number 3, are you following your intuition? Number 4 is just make time for yourself. I feel really strongly here, like we were joking that they are your spirit animal. And so they have come to you in spirit as the higher spiritual self to be like a spirit guide. And they keep joking that I'm your animal spirit guide and I'm going to help you with your intuition. I'm going to help you develop that and because they experience that with their heavy introversion of themselves, and they are guiding you with that. And so that's why they have swooped in during this time of your life because they're an expert on the other side on helping others develop their intuition. So that's great. So I'm a snow leopard. Meow. um, so I do love that. So yeah, it's perfect for what they have come into your life right now, and they're not coming in as the character that like your father knew. They're coming in as this higher, powerful spiritual being that's the true actor behind that character, and so they're coming in with that full power. But because you're familiar with them, and I think you said your dad trusted him, right? Yeah, huge fan of his. So, um, he knew that you would be open, to them as well, and so that's why they come through as the character because our human puts down the walls more and allows more communication, because of that. So, I like it. I'm excited for that, Kate. So, that's what they have. So, continue to do what you're doing because you're the one that invited them, um, in. You kinda with your intuition and your desire for it, you sent out this ping, a bing, like a sonar, and they were like, "Here they come," because 'cause they're like, "Oh, she's ready. Bzzt, here I come." And, so you are the one that invited him to, come in for that, so I'm excited. But, perfect. But that's what they have for you, so I love that. Again, thank you so much for your donation, and keep going. Yeah. Well, it is. I feel like it's a wonderful transformational time for you, just expanding like just crazily. And so they're all supporting you with that because you're committing to it. And that just, and you're asking, your spirit's asking for sure. But I feel like you're human, you're of your own free will, asking for support, desiring and to expand your spiritual side. And so it's just drawing the spirit world all around you. So I like it. I like it. So enjoy your spirit animal. That's funny. All right. So thank you again and many, many blessings to you there, Kate. All right. You are welcome. All right. And then Dune, I believe you, yes, you had donated. And I thought I recognized because your name's differently on the PayPal, but you've done so many, and I'm so grateful. I'm like, "I think I knew who that is." Alright, so Dune, you're learning, your native language. Wow. Wonder how it'll help you in the future. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look here. It is a beautiful language from what I've heard of it. So let's take a look here, Dune. How whoa, how will it help you in the future? Okay. Wow. All right. What else? All right. Well, I do like this. So it starts off here with the 9 and the 10 of wands here. Actually, let me get this back where I can see it. There we go. Better. So you have the 9 of wands and the 10 of wands. And this is different than these normally. It's one of the interpretations, but not the common one. Usually the 9 of wands is like there's this barrier and there's this block and blah blah blah. But this is showing it's actually saying that with you learning your home language, that it allows you to move past barriers that you wouldn't be able to get past before. And the 10 of wands can sometimes mean like burden, but it's also harvest. And I feel like this, it allows you to get past uh, energetic barriers and allows you to get into a place of abundance. And I say that too because at the end of the last card in the reading was the 10 of coins, the 10 of pentacles, which is truly about abundance and overflowing things in your life as well. So I feel like it does help you, move and go places that you wouldn't have been able to go before. Um, and it's funny. I laughed because you have the four of vessels, the four of cups, and it's almost like it's impressive. It impresses some people. I almost feel like it helps you around love in your life. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. So, hey, it impresses some people that, when you, speak in Arabic, that it's like, "Oh my," So it really does, help your it's like they're almost saying, "Hey," and it helps your love life. It helps you in your career and your outside life, but it also helps you in your heart life. Um, and there is this movement here. You have the Nine of Swords, which is our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, etc. And for some reason, this also helps resolve some fears in your life. It allows you to put some stuff behind you that you had and maybe not so much insomnia and nightmares and stuff, but it definitely was impacting your I kind of feel like maybe there this, block, it was blocking you before energetically. And I don't know if it has to do with family and relationship with some people in the family or something. It just feels like there was this conflict of not um, knowing your native language, and it feels like there was some sort of block somewhere, and this is releasing it. But it's not because you're trying to live up to expectations and whatever, blah blah blah. It's like you're doing this of your own free will from your heart, so you're not being forced. It's like I don't know why they're talking about smoking, but it's like when someone tries to get you to quit smoking and you don't want to do it for you, but you're doing it for them. And then you sneak around and smoke behind their back. It's like, no. When you want to do it for yourself, then it comes so easily rather than when it felt forced before. And so I feel like there's this opening and this flow that's coming through. And you have the Champion of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, which is fast movement and great energy flow and passion too. So I really feel like it just brings in this wonderful energy for you around this. So um, yeah, I really like that for you. I feel like it's going to impact your life in ways that you didn't feel like it. You wouldn't even have imagined it would, and you're just like, oh wow, okay. And so I really like it for you. So that's what they have for you, Dune. So many, many blessings to you and best of luck. Like I said, I know it's a beautiful language from what I've heard, and I've watched movies in different languages a lot, and I just love the flow of it and the passion behind it too. So that is what they have. So many, many blessings to you, Dune. All right. Let me just check here. I do not have any other donations. So thank you guys so much. You just, wow, I'm blown away. Um, so we will head down the free readings. And so we're starting at number one here. And so Shrani Nagosi, you are up first. And you want to know what's Sahil feelings for you after seeing your pictures? And did he keep them in his mobile? All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a quick drink. So, what is Sahil's feelings? Let's take a look. All right. Just getting some clarification here. Sorry. All right. So I think he has feelings for you. You have the Two of Cups here, which is about romance. And the Crown of Vessels is the King of Cups, which is balancing of heart and mind. So I do feel um, that they do have this here. So for me, this is that they did keep your pictures in their phone, and but they're balancing their heart and their mind. So the balancing piece is um, what you can have a little bit of patience with them because they do have the heartbreak card, which I feel like they had it in the past. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia, the past, memories. So they have some painful memories here that they're trying to put to rest. They're trying to move beyond it. And I feel like, the what they feel for you is making them want to do that, which is great, because they feel this and they're like, um, I almost feel like they felt they weren't ready for love again because they still have their wounds. But I feel like with um, you know, after seeing you and doing that, that something sparked in them, and they're like, well, let me get rid of this other old baggage because maybe I am ready. And so I really like that. It's kind of cute. But that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you, Sharani. So we'll see what unfolds. I like it. Just give them time to get rid of the baggage. All right. And Cutie Pie Aditi, you will be the next rereading coming up. All right. And you would like general guidance. Let's take a look here. They actually do want to go to the Naked Heart Tarot. So let's take a look there and see what we've got. Thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It definitely helps. The YouTube algorithm just eats all those up and it helps spread the love to the world. So you are a part of the love tsunami. So thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's take a look here. Well, it looks like you are moving past some of your disappointments that you've been having lately. Your higher self is calling you to this higher place. I almost feel like we're focusing on the butterfly in this picture of, a caterpillar lets pieces of itself go that no longer serve it in order to transform into a butterfly. So I feel like this is your higher self saying, yes, you've been doing this, and they're proud of the work that you've been doing in cutting away these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets that have been stealing away from you, been stealing love, stealing opportunities from you. And so as you cut away more and more of these expectations of the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos, it's freeing up things in your life. I mean, it is bringing you into this transformation, but it's also bringing you the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, the journey of the squirrel in this particular picture is, they learn about their self-worth. They're told, this Three of Swords is like we're told to look outside of ourselves for our worth and our definition. And we're told to look into, relationships, situations, and things. And like relationships, people change or they pass away. So it's very unstable. Situations never stay the same, right? And things break down, deteriorate, are stolen, blow up, whatever it might be. And so all those things, the squirrel learns that these things that they try to gather, which will be this one and this one and this one, those three areas of the outside world. It's when they use those to define themselves, they feel unstable because all those things are unstable. But then it eventually turns inward and upward, again, inward and upward. This is your human self, your higher self. You turn upward, and that's where you find the source of your stability, of your worth in the unconditional love from above. No conditions, can never lose it. And it's eternal, it never ends. So, talk about stability, right? And so we find that within, and then the outside world just becomes beautiful because it is above and beyond. We don't look for it for our definition. We just get to experience it and explore it. It's like an adventure and a journey. So that is what they have for you right now for your general guidance is like kudos to you on all the work you've been doing and cutting away expectations and looking more and more inward and upward for your worth instead of the outside things because you are starting to see your world change around you because of it. So I like it for you, cutie pie. So that's what they have. Many blessings for you. All right. So on Jushri, you are up next for the free reading. And so 1212 portal, is it bringing any happiness for you? So be sure to check out the 1212 portal playlist that I posted here. And it's also on the portal playlist on my main page. I think it's in the description box of this video too. So check that out because there's more information there for you as well. But let's take a look here and see. All right. What else Spirit would like you to know? Anything else? All right. Wow. Yeah. It seems to be. Yes. I'll start off with the card that is telling me the yes, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful card. And it is about the ending and new beginning of things that are switching and changing in your life that you will see as fortunate. Um, because everything that happens in our life is for us. We just don't necessarily always, our human sees it as for us and fortunate. But this does feel fortunate to your human side too. And you have the Heart of Cups, which the Heart of Cups is the Queen of Cups. and she's able to dive deep into her emotions, trusting her gut, trusting her intuition, as well as you have the moon card, which is about deep diving into your unconscious, your subconscious, very much emotions. The phases of the moon impact us emotionally. And so there really are, having you reflect on your emotions, allow yourself to be nurtured both from within yourself and the outside world, and to let that love fill you up and overflow out to the world too. Very much Mother Nature, Mother Nurturing type of energy that's coming in here, but also deep reflection on your emotions. And reflecting on that really during this portal definitely opens up things for you. So it does bring a fortunate things. So if that means, I feel like it's emotional abundance though, which makes everything else feel abundant and wonderful. Because however we're feeling is the kind of the glasses that we see the world through. So, if we're feeling bleh, then everything looks bleh. But if we're feeling overjoyed and flowing, then the world looks overflowing joy because we don't see the world as it actually is. We see the world as we are. So I like that. But definitely check out the 1212 Portal playlist. And look, I would look if you know your moon sign because the moon card came up. Check out your moon sign as well as your sun sign and rising sign if you want. Look at as many of them as you want. I won't stop you. So follow your heart. But that's what they have for you on Jushri. So many blessings for you. All right. Nikitha, you will be the next free reading coming up. You're welcome, Sharwani. All right. So we'll continue going down the list. And so, Nikitha, do I see you getting a job offer from the Coding Invaders? You have an interview this Wednesday. All right. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit would like you to know. All right. I actually wanted to switch over to this other tarot deck. Let me just take a quick sip. And today's session is sponsored by the color yellow of the solar plexus. I'm not sure why they wanted me to say that just now, but we got all my yellow crystals over here. So it's all about relationship to ourselves today. So, job offer from Coding Invaders, Nikitha. Let's take a look here. What would Spirit like you to know? All right. Let's see what we have. All right. So you do have you have the Hermit card here, which I'll talk about that in a sec. 'Cause you have the Hierophant, which is new commitment, and then you also have here the Champion of Vessels, which is the Knight of Cups. So there is this emotional movement, this commitment coming in here. And the Hermit is kind of this independent kind of card here, which um interesting, when I used to work in IT. I knew nothing about IT, but I helped manage an IT, and the coders were always thought of as people that wanted to be off by themselves. So I really like this coming in here, especially you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a very abundant card there. You have the Tower, which this is telling you it's like this trust that whatever is removed out of your life is happening for you to make space for what's coming into your life. And so I kind of feel like this is like letting you know that whatever has happened in the past, like if you got laid off or you didn't get a job accepted somewhere else, it was all to for you, and really to just understand that this is part of the beauty of life is that whatever is removed is to get out of our path so we can head in a direction for something that's truly within our alignment with our purpose of our path, what we wanted to experience when we came here, and also to make space to have other things come in. So I feel like there's been some, especially with the Hermit and the Tower card, both of those are about this kind of reflective period for you too. And I feel like over the next couple days, just realizing before the interview that, spending some time reflecting, going, yeah, look at my past, really look at how things were maneuvered in and out of your life to prepare you for a time such as this. So I really feel like, especially that 10 of Pentacles is what sealed the deal for me. It's abundance coming for you, it's overflowing coming for you. But I feel like it's like just take a step back, breathe, and really look over your life and go, wow, these things didn't happen to me, these things happened for me. And I feel like there's this change of, like with that King of Cup, I mean, the Knight of Cups, a change of heart, and the energy changes. And I feel like that's important between now and then, that you're not looking at life from a place like of a victim where things happen to me, right? It's like, well, they fired me or they let me go and blah, blah, blah. It's like, instead, you have this joy that you bring into the interview. And they're like, well, we see they laid you off. And you go, yeah, things happen for a reason. And it allowed me this opportunity to come here. And I'm excited. I feel like it happened on purpose. And they're like, oh, wow. It's that kind of energy change I feel will really impact your interview. And so the next couple of days, they're saying to focus on that. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, Nikita. Many blessings to you. All right. All right. And it looks like here I have another donation. So thank you. Thank you. All right, Dune, another one. Well, thank you so much. You are awesome. So you're also taking English, and how will that help you in the future? Oh my gosh. You are going to be like a triple tri multilingual individual. How many more languages do you already know? Is this going to be 3 or is this 4 or is this 5? Maybe you'll work for the UN. Let's take a look here. So let's take a look. So Dune, English lessons, how will that impact you? Oh my gosh. So you got the 10 of wands again. More harvest, bringing more abundance into your life too. That's the same card you got with the other one. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh. And then you got the Champion of Wands as well, which is another card that you had before. So definitely they're showing this movement and this abundance that comes from it. Again, harvest that you wouldn't have had before. Okay. All right. I like these. Oh my gosh. And I think you had the 9 of swords too, didn't you? So letting go of fears, it's releasing of things so much for you. And I do like this because, you know, the other ones it talked about that it encourages like love, that 4, I think you had the 4 of cups. It encourages love. Well, look, you get the 2 of vessels, which is the 2 of cups, romance, and the 4 of wands is marriage. And I feel like so wherever this takes you with learning these variety of languages, I really feel it's going to take you in a direction that you wouldn't have even thought it would take you. And within that, you do find romance, you do find um someone that you wouldn't have found before had you not. And this is all destined. This is all part of your path. This desire in your heart to learn these languages is definitely part of your path. And you have the keepers. The keepers are queens. You have the keepers or the queen of wands and the keeper of swords, the queen of swords. So you have this release, the queen of swords is a she of course knowledge and learning, but it also helps you cut away these thoughts and these beliefs, these fears that have kept you restricted and feeling small. It really gives you this confidence and courage, and releases a lot of fears, because this wands energy here too is, one, you trust in your intuition, you trust in your gut, but this energy that you have allows you to move forward and really super focus your energy, and you get stuff done. And it really, again, I just feel like learning these languages takes you in a direction that you wouldn't have been able to go before. And whether it is doing interpreter work or something, it takes you into places that, I mean, I just really like that for you, that you do find someone who is appreciative of your multi linguistics and that you meet them on this journey. So I really like that for you, Dune. So definitely, it's like it's reiterating the message about learning Arabic and learning English at the same time. So, wow. Yeah, an 8 of coins. So 8 of coins is, you do the work, you do the studying. It's about studying, and then it moves things in the outside world for you. So this would be the ultimate card, just saying that it moves things forward in relationship, it moves things forward in career, location. It I feel like it takes you to away from where you're at. Um, just just impacts you in ways, like I said, it just feels like you're like, I never would have thought that this is where this would take me. And I really like that for you, Dune. So, many, many blessings for you. I really like that. So that's what they have for you. Again, thank you so much for your donations. Very, very greatly appreciated. Are you talking about me, Anshul? I look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I think you need your eyes checked, but thank you. Too funny. All right. So let's keep on going down the free list here. So we are to Kritika Sayani. I probably murdered that. My apologies. And you like a general reading for love and career. Absolutely. And I want to switch back to the Naked Heart Tarot. Let me just take another sip here. All right. All right. Okay. So I feel like you are at a crossroads I feel like it is both in love and career. And it's like you're standing here, and spirit is basically saying with this card, balance your mind with your heart too. Let your heart have a position at the table. And I also say that because you got both the mind with the swords and emotion with the heart. I do feel like you are having this movement of your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets. You're moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So there is a mental movement going on, as well as the Five of Cups. Five is the number of change, and it's moving from like disappointment and focusing on some, maybe heartbreak, but disappointing experiences and disappointing emotions, and moving more into the power of choice with the Two of Cups that's left over. And I really like that, because it feels like you've been at a crossroads for a while, and you're getting closer and closer, because there's this movement of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And you have the Sage card here. There it goes. Which is about your truth. So on the sword side, your mind side, you're really getting into what is your capital T truth, not what everyone has told you to believe and all those opinions, but you're really finding what you are wanting within your heart, within your mind. Because the sage also is about commitment. Well, and so I feel like as you are making these changes, as you're making this adjustment in heart and mind, that it is impacting every area of your life. I mean, love and mind is like the big two areas of our life, right? And it is expanding it, and so it's opening up more for you to be the authentic you and to go where you want to go as far as career and um, just life in general, but it also opens up opportunities for love where you wouldn't have had it before. Because as we have all those expectations, it's hard to find a relationship that matches everything exactly with this long list we've been given all our life. And it's like very narrow. And the more we open that up, the more like outside here, there are opportunities that we normally wouldn't see because we have our blinders on. But as those expand, we're like, oh, look, there's job opportunities and relationship opportunities that I totally would have missed before. So I feel like that is what they're wanting you to know right now, Kritika. So that is what they have. Many blessings to you. Right, Divine Goddess, you will be the next free reading, but I do believe, yes. So Lisa Simpson, thank you so much for your second donation. And you would like to know insight into your career as a project manager. You started the certification and did not finish it. Oh, okay. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit thinks about project management. Is this the path that's for your highest? Okay. That answers that question. And then what else would you like to know? All right. Okay, more. Sorry. Okay. All right. So I do see here you've got the 7 of swords, and then you also have the 7 of whoa, butterfingers. All right. There we go. So you've got and the 7 of cups. Sorry. So 7 swords, of course, are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, and these are like you've been working on understanding what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have been stealing opportunities from you, and that we're bringing in kind of this emotional confusion in the head, right? In our because when we're in fear and we have stuff going on, it actually takes us out of our brain and this emotional swirl of things around our life. And I feel like there was this kind of stuff that was going on, and that's why you didn't finish your certification because there was these fears that were coming into your life. And I don't know necessarily around project management, although you could fear project management, but I don't think you did. I think it was more, oh, there was these things that were going on outside and maybe even fear of success, maybe down underneath, in the subconscious level. But I feel like they're saying like, yeah, you're aware of what was holding you back before, and whatever situation, whatever was going on before, um yeah. So the mess has dissipated, right? The flood came and now it's gone, and then you've been doing the pickup work and the clearing of all the garbage, and you've been rebuilding. But I really like it for you, because when I asked, is this for your highest experience, you got the 4 of Pentacles, which is about a solid outside world, and the Heart of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, new birth, newness coming in, and also Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So, um, here comes this wonderful awareness. And then you also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is new opportunity coming in. And the combination of all these three, too. also, you know, where you're at now, you have a stronger sense of your worth than you did back then too. And, that toxic situation that you're talking about with your job, like it's almost like being in an abusive relationship. At some point, we'd just stand up for ourselves. We're underfoot so much, and out of fear, out of the fears, we stay small and we allow things to happen until we're just like, no, no more of this. And it's just like this, it's done. I'm over it. And I feel like because of all that, you do have that sense. Because, I mean, you've got five pentacle cards out of seven. Yeah. Because they do have this. Yeah. Boom. There you go. And here's the three of pentacles. You staying true to your authentic self, not worrying about the people that will be all blah blah blah. Why are you doing that? You're not going to be any good at that. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I'm going to do it for me. Or the people that you are afraid that you'll lose their, um, support. It's like, sc- I guess I can say that on YouTube. That's not a cuss word, right? Screw it. I'm over this. I'm going to do what I want to do. Like you said, I'm stepping it up and I'm determining what I want to do, where I want to go, how I want my life to be. And I'm not anyone's servant. It's like the emperor card of I'm stepping up and I'm not going to be assigned to work in the stables, shoveling horse manure. I am the emperor of my kingdom. I get to decide. And I really feel this power coming in. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is studying and moving up in the outside world. So I really feel this is encouraging you to go back and get the certification and go for it, because that's what the beaver does. It's like an apprentice. They do the work and then they graduate, or you study and then you graduate and then you move up in the outside world in all sorts of ways. So I like it. Definitely a clear message. It's like you said, the mess is over. The stuff that was holding you back before isn't there. You're not the same person you were. You are really going, I'm over it. I am sick and tired of feeling sick and tired and feeling like people are pulling the strings in my life. I'm going to do it. And so I like it. So many blessings to you, Project Manager Lisa Simpson. I'm excited to see where you take that. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's what they have for you right now. So many, many blessings to you. All right. And Sashni Nakar, you are up next here. And thank you for your donation as well. And very good. Just want to make sure. Perfect. And here is your reading. There it is. So anything about the future. All right. All right. Yeah. High five, Lisa. Psh, psh. Go, go, go. Fist bump too. Psh, psh. All right. So the future for you, let's take a look here. All right. So you do have angels and ancestors want to speak to you, Sashni. So let's take a look and see what. You too, Lisa. Thanks so much. All right, there we go. Mm. So, Sashni, you actually have an oracle coming in here, which says, wait for important information. Beautiful card. Let's see what the oracle has regarding your future. So, be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that's in alignment with your integrity. The oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck, and the ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, she is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. And the extended message for this is angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You're being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves because at the moment, you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There's an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you're willing to truly open your eyes. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or an action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. So you are being guided definitely on your path for your future. And um, they are basically saying that if you have a decision to make and you're not sure if you should make a decision or not, um, it means you don't have enough information yet. Because when decisions come up to be made, it's either going to be like a heck yeah, because it's going to be totally obvious. Or if you don't have all the information and someone's forcing you to make a decision, then it's a no. And it'll be amazing how much extra time they give you when you're giving them a no instead of the yes they want. So if they're pressuring you, you can just go, well, if I have to make a decision right now, then the answer is no. And then it's like, oh, well, take some more time to think about it. Also, Spirit is saying that if you don't know, like if you don't have a deadline and you're not sure of which decision to make, that means you don't have all the information you need yet. Because when you do have all the information, it'll be a no-brainer. So I like that for you. So that is what they are saying there for the future. Let me see. Let me see if any tarot cards here as well. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So Wheel of Fortune. So this is fated events. Just realize whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. That, as long as you take this emperor, which I just talked about in the previous reading about you standing up and realizing you get to decide. No one gets to tell you what to decide. So if someone's pressuring you, then the answer is no. And if you something that you want, then the answer is yes. And just trust that it'll unfold here. The fated events, everything always unfolds for us. Um, but this is saying that your human side will feel fortunate about it. And so in the meantime, they're like really stand in your power here with the Two of Wands, knowing that whatever you focus on is what grows in your life. So if you're focusing on what you're grateful for, you're focusing on what you do want to have come in your life, you're focusing on unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, all of that expands. But if we focus on what we're fearing, what we feel is missing in our life, or what we don't want in our life, we feed and grow that instead. So it's like focus on the energy that we have as we're going through that, and waiting for these answers to come as well. So that is what they have for you right now, Sashini. So many, many blessings to you. Hey, Lori, you can do the super chat down below. There'll be like a little dollar sign or little thing at the bottom of, I think, of the chat, and you can do that. Or if you prefer PayPal or Venmo, if you look in the description box of the video, you can also make donations that way. All right. Oh, yeah, and JD, sorry, I didn't see that you there. So thank you, Marie, for answering that. So that's how you donate. All right. So thank you guys so much. You just blowing my mind all the time. I so appreciate you guys so much. All the thumbs up you give me on videos. If you're not able to make donations, that's one beautiful way, in addition to subscribing, commenting on videos, that just helps spread the love and be a part of that. And I definitely honor all donations. Never expected, but so appreciated. And I do honor that energy exchange. So thank you so much. All right, Lori. And what did you just want a general reading, Lori, or did you have a question that I might have missed already? Let me take a look here. Right. Thank you, JD. All right, general, absolutely. And I feel like for you, Lori, we're going to use the Cosmic Journey Oracle. And then JD, you will be up after that. Thank you so much. So, what would you like Lori to know right now? All right. You got the soul giraffe. I like it. There it goes. Beautiful card. I love those colors. And let's see what that comes in. It's actually a special group of cards at the back. Yeah, and this is all about vision and grace, higher vantage point, of course, and seeing obstacles. So the soul giraffe is here to help you with your grander vision, to allow you to see higher and farther. The long neck of the soul giraffe gives you an elevated view of what's on the horizon, as well as another vantage point of the big capital BIG picture. We're also reminded that perhaps we cannot label something as good or bad or right or wrong unless we can see the full picture. And the giraffe gracefully glides along the path, spotting what others cannot. So, questions that you potentially can ask the giraffe is, if I could see higher and farther, what would I see? What is on the horizon for whatever situation you may be wondering about in your life? Instead of the low hanging fruit, what if I went for the lofty fruit? What might be within my grasp if I went higher in my thinking or viewpoint? And what danger is up ahead that I haven't seen yet? So, some great things, seeing things from a higher perspective. What am I not seeing? Right. And I like that about there's neither right nor wrong, there's neither bad or good. When we ask spirit, is this good? Is this bad? You know, they're like, we don't have an opinion of that because we don't see things as they don't judge things. They just realize things are different. Like, there's this choice better than that one. Well, this choice is different from that choice. It brings you different things. And so I feel like they're bringing an awareness around that. I'm going to pull a couple tarot here too to see what they want to clarify with that. But they're like stepping out of the thoughts and beliefs around good and bad, even better or not, is kind of a message here. So you have the 5 of coins here. Let me see what these other cards are here too. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And you also have the champion of swords, which is the knight of swords. And so this is like we were talking about. The ace of swords that this knight of swords quests after allows you to connect to the higher realms, which is all these capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love, no judgments. And it allows you to cut away the small t truths of our human, all those opinions that we are told growing up about the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, and those are the fears. That's where all the judgment comes in, the right or wrong, the good or the bad, the success or the failure, right? And they're really zeroing in on the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Coins, which has to do with your worth in relation to the outside world and where you get your sustenance from. Like, where do I get my needs met in each moment? And I love the Five of Coins. It's been my poster child card of my own life about where do we get our sustenance from? And we start off thinking that humans bring it to us, and that scares us to death because human characters we deal with are fickle. They go into fear and they withdraw their support from us, and then we're left without any. And we're like, oh my gosh, I'm left here standing alone. And that's what we fear. But this transformation, as you are connecting more and more to these higher truths, the capital T truths, rooted in an unconditional love from above, you realize that's where my sustenance comes from. What I need in each moment is always given to me from a source that has endless resources and loves you unconditionally. Nothing you can do to, they're not fickle like our human world where they go into fear and withdraw. They never are in fear. They have nothing to fear. And they love us without condition. And it's eternal, never ending. So we're always going to have what we need in each moment. May not have all future needs of all future days in this moment, or what we think we want, but we always have what we need. And there's this beautiful transformation that happens where we realize humans bring us what is being sent, like a shipping company, like Amazon. You order from Amazon, even though someone is supplying it, the shipping company is just delivering it. And so they're a delivery company, they're not the source. And so we stop fearing so much about our moment to moment needs, knowing and we can trust the creator of all things. We can trust the universe. We're going to have what we need in each moment. And I like that because it's like you're going through this rebirth because of this. You're letting old ways of thinking go and old ways of being go, which allows room for a new birth. Every ending is a new birth. Every new birth requires an ending of some sort. And there is this transformation that comes with this. And you have the Nine of Wands here, which the Nine of Wands is like what felt like a barrier before that you couldn't get past, either in love, relationship, body, possessions, income, whatever it may be. You're realizing that it was just our own thoughts and our beliefs and mindsets from before that were blocking us. And that this big Ace of Wands that's in the middle here is your magic wand. And you just grab onto it and you're able to remove it and you're able to step through. So there is this beautiful freedom that's coming through this awareness for you, um, where you're freeing yourself from these blocks that have been there. And you've been like, I've been trying to get around this thing for decades, maybe not decades, but it feels like forever. And you're like, wow. So there was this subconscious energy that was keeping you feeling limited and restricted that is allowing you to move forward now, in those areas of your life. So I really like that. You're stretching your neck out and seeing farther than you've ever seen before. And you're able to see the whole layout. And it's just bringing such clarity into your life. And I do love that for you. So that's what they have for you right now, Lori. So again, thank you so much for your donation. I honor that, and many blessings to you. I'm excited to see what this block is and where you bust through and go. So let us know. You're very welcome. All right. So, JD, you are up and you'd like a general reading for love and spiritual advice or spirit advice for love for the next year. All right. Let's take a look here. I do am being drawn here to the Journey of Love Oracle. So, let's see what they have here for you. So JD. All right. And you got card number 20, Sweet Soul Rising. Beautiful card there. And let's see what message comes with this. So you may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. And this is the sweetness of surrender into another world. It's a time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world. Yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises, and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the cosmic ocean, unsure of where we're headed, but safe in the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean, where they're all wanting to go eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen, no matter how much you want to or believe that you should. There is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan that includes your well being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place even without us striving to make it so. This is one of those times. I like it. So definitely going with the flow, JD. I know. Let go of expectations. Ugh, really? Be patient. Oh, dirty words. I know. But let's see. We're going to pull some cards here from the Naked Heart Tarot, too. Let's see what else they have. All right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So you've got the Nine of Swords, which is thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, and expectations, insomnia, nightmares, all these fears of losing conditional love, all that supposed tos and shoulds and need tos around relationship. What they were just saying, let it go, right? And you also have the Two of Pentacles, which is usually about balance, but I love this deck because it's like I was just saying, another dirty word, time, flow, patience. So they're being kind of comical right now, aren't they? Ha ha ha. Let's see what else they have here. All right. So you do have the Spirit of Cups, which is the King of Cups in the Standard Tarot, and the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, like those expectations. And this is going with the flow, moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. And I love that both of these are sea creatures. And we just talked about the ocean and the water and going with the flow. They're able to deep dive, especially the whale is able to deep dive. And they both breathe air, but they also both are able to go underwater too. So I do love this, flow here. And the advice is letting go of a lot of the expectations about what a relationship should be and are supposed to be and need to be, because that's what this brings us, right? When we have a lot of expectations around love, we talked a little earlier about it, creates these blinders where I don't get to see as much opportunity and uh, yeah, opportunities, possibilities. when I have those restrictions. Let me see what else we have here. Yeah. So we had the judgment card, which it talked this is your higher self calling you into this relationship. So that also was, mentioned in that card about really getting to know your soul as you're waiting and moving along, on this path as well, right? So we've got this connecting higher here and enjoying that process, knowing that you're so much more than the human character, that you are this powerful, supernatural, spiritual being who's made of unconditional love. That's the actor behind the character. And so there is this connection of that as well, um, with that card, as well as the Spirit of Wands, which is the King of Wands, and also can represent your soul. It is someone who really understands their energy and where to focus it, but it's also spiritual energy and the highest. The king is the highest in the suit, so the highest spiritual energy that you can achieve. So it's like these two are definitely part of your path while you're waiting, as you're going with the flow and allowing things to go their way, which you have the temperance and the balancing of things. Again, patience, another dirty word, right, as it's coming through. So you had, your two patience balancing cards coming in. It's actually for you, though, as things go slow in love and, you know, job, education, whatever it may be, when things seem to be going frame by frame in a movie instead of regular speed, it's a big indicator for us that things are being slowed for us to work on our self love. Because the more we raise the vibration of our love to that higher vibration, then we stop attracting what we usually attract and we attract something of a higher vibration that's more in alignment with the love that we were really looking for. You have the Sage card that also comes for you here, which is getting to know your truth. What is in your heart? Who do you want to be? Kind of life do you want to live? Also means commitment, though, too, which could mean marriage in the future. So they're basically saying, really dig into like writing the book of who you are, not who you think you were supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be, but freeing yourself and allowing yourself, um, to go with the flow. And while you're flowing, you're going, inward and really expanding that self love. Because then, who comes into your life later, you'll be able to give more love to and receive more love from them. Because we cannot receive more love from others more than the extent that we love ourselves, and we cannot give love to others more than the love that we have for ourselves. So if we have a small, our self-love is about that big, that's as much love as can flow out and can flow in. But the more we expand our self-love, the more love we have inside of us, the more love we can give and the more love we can receive as well. So I really like that for you, JD. And I know what patience, balance, bleh. But it ends up being, for your highest, experience. And so I do love that for you. So that's what they have for you right now. Again, thank you so much for your donation. Many, many blessings to you and enjoy the surfing journey, right? Get in an inner tube and float down the river. It'll take you to that sea of love. So I love that. All right. So many blessings to you, JD. All right. So thank you guys so much for your patience. We will return to the free readings in order here. And we are almost at the top of the second hour. I will only be on for about 30 more minutes. Um, I do try to get through as many free readings as I can, but as you've noticed, donations get priority. So if you want to, make sure I get to your reading in this session, any donations, I make sure I do that. I do try to get through as many free. I will be back this evening too, and it's almost 1 here in about 6 hours, and I'm here every night. and also on Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Also have a ton of free recorded readings that I have out there, tons of playlists, pick a card readings, portal readings, like there's one for 12/12 tomorrow, monthly readings, each zodiac sign, weekly energy updates. So if I'm unable to get down to you in this session and you need an answer like now, and you're not able to make a donation, I totally understand. Just follow your heart and go to my main page. The playlists are all there. Follow your heart, and spirit will guide you to where you can get your message for this moment as well. So, thanks again, everyone, for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It does absolutely help spread the Zen love. And thank you for being a part of that. And it's perfect price, is free, just takes a little tap. So thank you guys, all who have done that and being a part of that love tsunami. All right, let me move this out of the way and just take a quick sip here. And we'll get back at the free readings here. So I think we left off with Divine Goddess, right? Yep. So, Divine Goddess, you would like an energy reading for yourself. Absolutely. And I feel like we do want to use the Naked Heart Tarot here. Hope everyone's having an absolutely amazing day full of love and laughter, unconditional love. I forget who used to tell me, but at first I thought it was rude, and then I saw what they were trying to do. But they would tell me, um, "If you're not having a wonderful day, it's your own dang fault." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's your choice." And I'm like, I had to think about that, but they were right. All right. So, Divine Goddess, the energy that I'm feeling right now for you. Wow, you definitely have this beautiful balancing coming here with the Justice card. You really, I feel like you are at a kind of a decision making that, like, which way do I go? What do I need to do with this? And I feel like, with both of these together, like this is choice and this, of course, is choice. Not making a decision strictly from your mind, from your human side, but from your higher mind, also from your higher heart. Because it's like close your eyes and trust your heart and open your heart on the next steps. Because I see here, it almost feels like you're needing to make a decision about, I don't know about, it feels like study or where you want to invest your energy. And the Eight of Pentacles can mean study, but I almost feel like it's like, where do I want to invest my energy? What do I want to grow? Relationship wise, job wise, education wise, um, possession, movement to a different location, whatever this is in the outside world that I feel like you're wanting to make a decision about. They are saying that you can step up as the emperor and say, okay, you know what? You have a lot of advisors around you with a lot of opinion, but in the end, the emperor makes the decision. You see movies all the time, like Game of Thrones or whatever, where there's a king and everyone's all blah 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 blah, and then this other advisor has the direct opposite opinion, and then this person has a third opinion, and this one has a fourth opinion, and finally the emperor is just like, all right, everybody shut up, this is what we're going to do. And they're like, but and he's like, I am the king, in this case I am the emperor, this is what I'm doing, it's my life. And I like that they're giving you permission to choose what you know is right for you from your higher mind and your higher heart, not the fears and the human opinion. That trust that you know um, what is the best decision for you, and you get to do it. So, if that is what they have for you, so many blessings to you. All right. So, Daisy, you will be the next free reading coming up. All right. It says, "What will your Christmas break and Christmas bring you?" All right. Depends. Have you been naughty or nice? Oh, Daisy. Let's see what Spirit has to say. All right. What else about this last one here? All right. So you do have the Heart of Pentacles, great card to get. Queen of Pentacles, abundance, new birth, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So I really like that for you. You also have the Movement of Pentacles, which is about, it's the Knight of Pentacles, which is usually it's about slow movement, but I really feel like this is the quest for a higher worth in relation to the outside world. I feel like this Christmas break gives you this higher awareness of who you are in relation to the outside world, but you have this nurturing feel. It's like you take time for you, but also you have this beautiful abundance that comes in here too. So you have slow movement in the outside world. So things, you have this Christmas break and this Christmas where you interact and you have kind of some slow travel, but this I just feel so much about this nurturing feel around it. And of course there's abundance. So it just feels like a wonderful abundant time that you do have. You have the Ace of Swords, which in this case does mean new communication that comes in during this break as well. So I feel like there's this new connection that you make during this time, either with a friend or someone that you haven't talked with in a little bit. And it just feels like a wonderful reconnection that comes in. The Moon card here, again, the Queen of Pentacles is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. You have Mother Luna here. So I feel like just this wonderful embrace, like from mother, from this nurturing, and whether you're going to see your mom or your mom's on the other side, or it just feels like you just feel this warmth of like being hugged by mother. And so I do like this. I do like this feeling of just abundance, during this time. And so I really like that for you, Daisy. I mean, I feel like it's going to bring you so much more on the inside than the outside, even though I feel like with all these pentacles, there's abundance and nice things on the outside, but there's like this wonderful, wonderful feeling that just fills you up from the inside as well. So I like that for you. Right. And sorry if you can hear the puppies in the background. They're upstairs barking and probably at an Amazon driver delivering something. So thank you for your patience. They are good protectors. All right. So, Angie, you will be the next free reading coming up here. All right. And a miracle, I may not get down to you. I'm only going to be on for like 25 more minutes. Um, if you want to prioritize your reading, you can make a donation and then I'll bump it up being next. Otherwise, if you're not able to make a donation, totally understand. You can check out the playlists and see where Spirit draws you for an answer, since if you need an answer right away, that's another option too. So I know the list gets very long, very fast. And so you're at like almost at the very end. And I know I won't be able to get that far in 25 minutes. So I'm sorry. I would jump you to the head without a donation, but that's, it's not fair to everyone else. So I know you understand. So thank you. All right. So Angie, you are the next free reading up. And you want to know your next glow up. All right. Let's take a look here and see. Angie. Right. Does appear that you have some new opportunities that are coming up here regarding love. So I do like this for you. You have the Three of Cups, so joy, joy, joy coming in here, and uh, I mean, this definitely is going to make you feel very bright, very wow. Let me see anything on time frame on this at all. Okay. All right. So time frame, they have the Two of Wands, which they're basically saying it's up to you. Which I'm like, oh, because whatever you focus on is what will be growing. So, we always talk about when we focus on what we're grateful for and joy and peace and love and what we do want in our lives, that expands. And if we're focusing on what we don't want, what we fear and what we feel we're missing, then that expands. And so they're like, the more energy you put into focusing in gratitude in that direction, the faster that this glow up comes in. And with that sage, the sage is really getting to understand what your truth is in your heart and who do you truly want to be? Who do you want to express yourself as in the world? Where do you want to head? And all of that. So I really, really like this for you because it is. It's like you are really understanding what it is you want in your life and what you're focusing on. And then it's magnifying that and it's shrinking the other things. And it just brings it in faster and faster and faster. So I do love this. You got love in your future here, a love opportunity that is headed your way. So I like that for you, Angie. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. All right, Alex, you are up next, is the next free reading. For the playlist miracle, all you have to do is um, if you go to the description box of this video, there's some playlists there. But if you click on the name Bretta Zen Mystic Tarot, that'll take you to the main page. And then all the playlists are listed there. So that's how you can find those as well. So, and I'm so sorry. I wish I could get to everyone every day. Um, but like I said, the list goes very fast. And I try to do as many as I can. All right. So, Alex, love reading. Again, thank you guys so much for all the likes that you give the video. It does so much help. Spread the love. All right, Alex, let's take a look here. So you got these three. What do we got going on here? All right. Well, you have two movements. So you've got, which are knights, and the Knight of Pentacles is like this slow movement that is happening and unfolding in his search. Both knights, they quest after things, and we have this you know this Knight of Pentacles quest after the Ace of Pentacles, which is a higher way of looking at our worth in relation to the outside world. And that comes about with the quest that this knight has, which is for this Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords allows us connect to higher truths, capital T truths from up above, which are rooted in unconditional love. And it also allows us to cut away these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets that have made us feel like we're small and we're unworthy, and cage us with all the supposed to and the should and the need to, especially around love. We have so many rules that were given growing up from movies and parents, other relationships we see, whatever it may be, all this supposed to, right? And then it limits us because we're told to define ourselves by relationships. Relationship doesn't work out, it means we suck, and we're like, great. And then we feel smaller and more restricted, and we feel pain. We create more rules to avoid pain, and then more rules to avoid new pain, and more rules. And so this is that cutting away of all these rules that were designed to protect us when we were younger, but we're so much more strong than we were before, and we don't need as many blocks, as many barriers. And so we clear away. What is it, Rumi, that says we don't need to find love, we just simply need to see the barriers that we've created between us and love. And that's what's being removed, is these barriers that have been constructed over time. And you do have the magician card coming in here, which is stepping into your power. Here's your higher self, represented here by the infinity symbol. And it allows you to make steps and to move forward, really pointing your magic wand in what you are wanting to grow and expand, once you realize what it is you truly want, not what you think you want based on all these opinions that were forced upon us growing up. But when you look really within and connect upward, you connect to your true heart. You're like, this is what I want. And then you focus your energy on that instead of what you were focusing on. It's almost like we are taught to focus on what to avoid and what to make sure doesn't happen. These are the things I fear, and I invest my energy into not experiencing those things I fear. And so my energy is focused on my fears rather than focusing on what I do want and expanding that energy. So I feel like that's what's going on right now for you regarding love, Alex. So many blessings. You hang in there. Right. Anjali, the Virgo, you are up next for the free reading here. And so, may you know your forever person's strengths and weaknesses. Will he be proud of his professional life or enjoy his work life, or is he frustrated? So, what kind of person in their professional? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your forever person? Well, they are successful. They do enjoy their work because they have this abundance, and this comes from them really embracing their, what they want in life. I feel like they got there because of had this devil card, which is their foundation regarding their worth and their profession and that kind of thing. They went through the frustration, they went through the supposed to's and the shoulds and the need to's about work, and that they were frustrated and they were not happy. That it brought them to a place where they really found their passion, what they truly wanted to do, like their heart's desire, and then they made the movement to that, and that's what brought them into this 10 of Pentacles. They know what they wanna do. They don't try to fit in with everyone else because they have the peace of mind here. They cut away all those old expectations that people were putting around them. And so they really learn to stand on their own and their own truth. They've the wish fulfillment. I feel like so much that this is, they understood and found out what their true, almost feel like this is the North Star. They knew this is what they wanted to do, their passion. And then they just always use that as their guide, no matter what comes in their life. They look to this and go, does it fit into this? No, then they don't do anything about it. And if it does help them towards their wish fulfillment, then they do. So they have a lot of clarity that happened with it all. And they did have the hermit's journey where they did turn inward. And, this star up here is their higher self, which is this star. So it's really like this. There you go. Now you can see it all. So this is what they found in their inner search. So they do get what they want. They are not so drawn out into the world like so many of us early in our lives, where we're like, this is what my dream is supposed to be, and so I go and try to live this dream that is not mine. He's found out what his dream is, and he is investing his energy in achieving that and heading toward that. So that's why he's so abundant, is because he knows what he wants and he just doesn't waste his energy on anything else besides what he's wanting to head for. So that's what they have for you right now, Anjali. So many blessings for you. All right. So Shay B, you'll be the next free reading coming up here. And what are D's current feelings towards you? What's coming toward you guys? And any communication soon. All right. Excuse me. Let's take a look here. So I do feel that the King of Cups, I mean, not the King, the Knight of Cups here with the movement of cups, there is movement of emotion. This can be like the romantic and the search of love. And so I do feel like there is a emotional movement towards you. So they do have feelings. There is new opportunity that's going to be coming up between you guys. So I believe that you will be getting some communication coming, which is the Ace of Swords. So new opportunity, new communication coming in. So um and the Knight of Cups is movement. It's not like super super duper fast movement like the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire, but there is movement. So I feel like it's going to be sooner than later, but not like tomorrow. Because there's decisions to make. They are like at a crossroads here where they're really their mind is in discussion with their heart. So they got a lot going on around the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos and all that stuff that's distracting from the heart going. The heart's going, I want. And the mind's going, well, it's almost like their mind is acting like a parent and treating their heart like a child. Well, I know you want ice cream, but we have to have dinner first. And it's like really squelching the heart's, wants, but there's this balance and it's going back and forth. They're having a bit of a discussion regarding that. So communication soon, but not like tomorrow. So that's what they have for you, Shay. So many blessings to you. Hang in there while we're waiting. What do we do while we're waiting? We always work on our self love because pauses and things go slow for us to work on our insides. And then as we grow our self love and cut away restrictions out of our minds about supposed to and should and need to about ourselves or others or situations, that allows things to speed up in the outside world, but they don't speed up until we work on the inside. And the more we work on the inside, the faster things start to move. So that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. All right. VD Jalan, you are next up. Hey, Colleen. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday to you. All right. So, VD, how is this week going? All right. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit would have for you. So, for VD, what would you like to know about this week? All right, what else? All right. Well, I do like this for you. I'll give you the good news and then how to get there. So you've got the heart, right? Yep, the Heart of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles, new birth, feeling abundance, and you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is feeling abundant from the inside without a whole lot of influence from the outside world. Um, so you find this wholeness. Usually you're standing in a garden here in the Nine of Pentacles, and there is a bird, and here is a beautiful, beautiful bird, which represents spirit. And here you have the Heart of Pentacles. So you have this beautiful feeling of wholeness that comes in next week around your outside world and your abundance. And all it just simply takes a death and a rebirth, which is cutting away some old thoughts and old beliefs and old mindsets that are no longer serving you. You have the Nine of Swords, which is turning inward, like the Hermit's journey, which helps you get to the Nine Hermit's journey around your worth. So you are cutting away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have been restricting you about who you are and what you're worthy of receiving, which allows you to really open up and go, I do deserve to receive, and I don't have to overgive to receive. I get to receive simply because I am. So I like this abundant feeling that comes in around how you feel about yourself, and questioning some of the old thoughts and beliefs that were in place to protect you when you were younger, but you're seeing they're outdated and you don't have to have those rule over your life. If you can cut away and erase some rules off the list, which opens up some freedom for you this week. So I like that for you, VD. So many, many blessings to you. All right. So moving on down the list, and let's see here. There I am. So Heidi, you are the next free reading that is up, and I'm only going to be on for about 10 more minutes. So if you do want to make sure I get to your reading in this session, then now would be the time if you want to make a donation. Otherwise, if you're not able to do that, I definitely honor that. And I have, if you need an answer right now, I have a bunch of general um, I'm sorry, pre-recorded readings on my playlist. There are pick a card readings, there's weekly energy updates, there's portal readings, etc. So those are available for free as well. I also have a weekly drawing for a 30-minute recorded reading. If you want to know that, then check out my in the description box of this video, there's a link to the giveaway playlist. And then I also will be back in less than 6 hours for my evening session as well. So a lot of options there. So for all of those, there's a huge long list, and I wasn't able to get through a ton of you. So I wish I could. I wish I could stay on here for hours and hours, but the body does need to rest. I need to balance as well. Um, so thank you guys so much as well for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It definitely helps spread the love. All right. So Heidi, you want to know what the Cancer feelings is about S and future together? All right. Let's take a look here. And there seems to be some fire here. Let's see what this fire is about. Okay. All right. So you do have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Wands, which the Eight of Wands is about passion and movement of energy. And the Seven of Wands is this also this like energy of that some people may not be so pleased about it because they feel low about themselves and they don't like that, you know, this relationship is happening because they feel low. And so they'll blah, 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 but don't take offense to that. Just know that it's not about you or it's not about them. It's about other people that are just feeling bad about themselves. And so they're expressing their sadness to, in this situation, but it's just about them. So you don't have to defend, and they can lift other people up when they recognize it with compassion instead of feeling like there needs to be defensiveness. There is the Heart of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, and also the Innocence of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So there is this uh, new communication that's going to be coming in around this situation here. I feel like with this, especially this Heart of Cups, the Queen of Cups, they're so, I mean, they rule over water, but they also all get a second portion of water, and they're able to dive deep into their emotions. And I almost feel like this communication is more intuitive, like messages from spirit more than the outside world. It's like saying, trust your gut, trust the intuition that comes through, because these are like messages that are coming from up above. And it does feel, here's our lovely movement of pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. It's about slow movement. So there is very, it's the slowest night out of them all. It's doop doop doo. It takes its time. But I feel like it's worth the journey because you do get the Ten of Cups that comes in with all this too, which is about fulfillment, overflowing emotion, and happiness. It's just about taking time and allowing things to unfold, as it goes forward there. So that is the little skinny they have for you right now at this point in time, Heidi. So many blessings to you. All right. And Sumya, you are the next free reading. Actually, Alex, you gave a donation there. And let me take a look here. Did you have a question up above, or did you have a specific question that you want? So I don't see one further up. Okay, thank you. All right, I was like, I don't see one. So love reading, absolutely. Let's take a look here. Let's see what we have. So for Alex, what about love? I'm using the Naked Heart Tarot. Yes. All right. So you have the Two of Swords here. And I do like this for you. They're basically, it's spirit saying that you are in relation to love. uh, it's like letting go of the mind, really allowing the heart to feel. And the reason I am talking about the mind here is because you also got these cards. So this is not as bad as it looks like here. This is, they're not dead. They're just exhausted from trying to live up to all these expectations about what love is supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be and who am I supposed to be, need to be, should be, blah 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 blah, and who are they supposed to be, need to be, blah 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 blah. All these rules, just exhausting. It's like trying to meet up to all everyone's opinions and all these ideas that we've had our entire life. And but I like that because we have this um innocence. It's the innocence, yeah, innocence of swords, which is the page of swords, new thought, new belief, new mindset. And this ace of swords here is what allows you to connect and see things from a higher perspective, and it allows you to cut away these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets, and it sets you free. It allows the heart to flow more freely and for relationship to flow more freely in as well, because they have the hermit's journey, which that's what happens during a hermit's journey, is where, when things are taking time for to unfold on the outside, we're asked by spirit to turn inward and look at all those things, because that's what frees it up. That's what releases and takes off the blinders, as we often talk about. That, the relationship that I'm looking for is here, but I can't see it because of all these roles that have been, given to me all my life that we didn't know any better to take them on. But as we release more, we're like, oh, look, there it is. And um, then that allows that opportunity to come in. And that's why we do have the you have the heart, yeah, the heart of pentacles. The queen of pentacles is mother nature, mother nurture, new birth that is on the horizon. As you cut those things away, it brings in this new birth and these new opportunities, as well as the four of pentacles here is bringing in a solid foundation in your outside world. But it does take this spirit of wands, which is the king of wands. um, Two things with that is, this is like represents your higher self. So connecting, to the higher self, which is what we really connect to when we're in the hermit's journey, to understand what it is we truly want, what's truly in our heart, not what's in that mind of all those 10 swords of that poor little mouse or rat that's like, it's freeing us from that, and it allows us to move forward, um, into love. And so there is this, search with the Four of Pentacles and the Heart of Pentacles too, that represents cutting away, realizing where our worth sits, with which is within us, not on the outside world. That's a lot of those expectations we have are all the, you know, who you are is defined by your relationship. Who you are is defined by your work, your education, your social status. Who you are is defined by your body, your possessions, where you live, how much you have in your bank account or your possessions. And it's all fickle, it's all unstable because people change or pass away. Relationships are unstable. Jobs, education, all those situations never stay the same. And things break down, deteriorate, are stolen, burned down. Those are all unstable. So eventually, that journey of the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is teaching us that when we feel tired of the instability of the outside world, we turn inward and upward, and then we feel that wholeness and that completeness that comes in. So that is like the focus right now for love is what blinders do I have on that I can be taking off more and more and more so I can see the possibilities and see what I truly want with that. So, absolutely, that's what they have for you, Alex. So, thank you so much for your donation. I definitely honor that. And so, thank you. All right. So, Crow's Nest, hello, Jess. All right. And thank you for your donation. I will definitely honor that. And we'll make sure we complete yours in this session. And you want to know Brandon's future actions towards you in love. All right. I'm going to use this tarot deck for this reading. Let's see what's going on with Brandon? All right. So for Brandon, what are their next actions towards Jess regarding love? All right. All right. Okay, anything else? All right. All right. So we do have movement. We have the chariot here. So there is this movement that will be happening. And it is the chariot is like victorious movement. So I like that. You also have the champion of coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which also means slow movement. So there is movement, but there's slow movement. There's action, but there's non-action. And so there's this kind of I like that they're saying like, yeah, there's gonna be movement and things are gonna, but there's pockets of like it speeds up and slows down, then it speeds up and it slows down, and it speeds up and it slows down. And it's like, you're giving me whiplash, dude. And but there's a reason for that because they are working through some of this. They've got the Ten of Swords, which is all the which I was just talking about with that other deck, which is all the expectations that they have around relationship that were just keeping them. You can see how they are breaking off. And so they are breaking all of these expectations and clearing these things out, which I like with this keeper of the swords, which is the queen of the swords. That's what's giving them the ability, the balancing between heart and mind, that's allowing them to cut away these things, and it's freeing up more. And that's what you want. You want this less restrictive and less fear-based interactions with them, because they're not just putting a band-aid on them, they are getting rid of stuff out of their brain, of the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos, which is freeing them up to just embrace the relationship for what it is, instead of trying to have all this control. It's almost, instead of it being feeling like there's this cage, that's in there. So I do like that, because you have the star card here, which represents the wish fulfillment. And so they're like saying, it's worth the wait, it's worth going, allowing those things to happen because it brings in a relationship that's more in alignment with what you wish than what you would end up with. And then, of course, you get the temperance card. If the Knight of Pentacles wasn't enough, the temperance is balance, patience. Things will unfold. It's just taking time. Tempering is like an alchemist type of thing where they have two cups and it's going back and forth. And each time they pour it, it's transforming into heading more towards what the end result is that they're looking for. And so it's like, all right, I'll be patient. I will wait. And as we were talking about before, as we are waiting for things to unfold, waiting for that love to come, the biggest thing that we can do to help speed it up is to focus on our own self love. Because the reason why temperance and pauses and all that stuff happens is it gives each individual this um, time to work on their self love and raise their love vibration to that of a higher place, to be more at the vibration of the type of love you want instead of doing what we always did at that vibration that we had before and getting what we always got. We're like, I don't want that. I want that. And they're like, okay, well, let's pause and slow down to give both individuals time to raise the vibration of love, which requires that inner, look at our self love and expanding it. So that is what they have right now for you. I know, patient, but it's for you and it's going to be so beautiful. It's worth waiting for. So that's what they have for you, Jess. So many, many blessings to you. Hang in there. Enjoy the journey. All right. Hey, Jaded Kate. So thank you for your donation as well. Yes. Yeah, I do see it moving in that direction. Absolutely. So you are very welcome. So when, where, and how will you meet your twin flame? That's all? You're still awake? You're like, I'm still awake. What am I going to do? Let's take a look here. I do want to pull a card here from the Journey of Love. Let's see what they have to say here. Have you checked out my playlist for the what messages from your soulmate, your soul partner, and or twin flame? That pick a card. I think there's some great information in there too. I don't know if you want a twin flame in this life. It is a master's course in purification of our soul for sure. So let's take a look here and see what spirit wants you to know around twin flame in this lifetime for you. Okay. Well, here's the flaming going on. Twin flames on fire. Yeah, you did sign up for that road trip. Self initiation. Card number 12. So it says you are being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an usurping wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course. And sometimes, if you're not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. That sounds like what you're going through. Yeah, fire, right? Yet at any moment, you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love, that you are being a being of light, the divine, that is drawing you forward into yourself. And at any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? Again, it's a lot of that twin flame energy, right? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you more challenging lessons about trusting and rely upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. So, yeah, I feel like this is confirmation in a kind of a roundabout way, right? About this is the twin flame is about the flames looking at each other in a mirror, and they are definitely uh, the fire. What was it the other night? They said it's like you're both Bunsen burners, and you're both flasks that go on a Bunsen burner, but each of you are the flame that's burning the butt under each of those. And it's to help purify. And they are the fire, both in passion of one side, and then also definitely the not going to let you not work on that purification of your inner flame. So let's take a look here. Any ideas on how, where, or when? All right. Confusing like that? I wondered where the confusion was coming in. Yeah, it's like, they're keeping you in the dark. So I can definitely see that. But they do have the innocence of wands, which is the page of wands. So there is new passion, new fire, headed your way. And yeah, and yeah, and you have both the page and the ace. So you definitely have newness coming. So I feel like it is not super far away with both of these being in here because there's the newness that is coming. And I do feel like you have been having those, like it talked about those messengers in and out and in and out and in and out of your life. And you're like, oh, I know these are the stepping stones. They're preparing me, getting me ready. And then you have the Five of Cups here. So I feel like what what they're waiting on here, I mean, because you've got two hearts that popped in here. You've got the Five of Cups, which is the disappointments and the, heartbreaks or whatever, those emotions that are related to fear, you've been letting those go more and more and more. I almost feel like at lightning speed, um, because those I feel are falling away, which is opening up to that Two of Cups, which is not far away. The Naked Heart card here talks about connecting higher, and the little moth tells you, you are brave and you are beautiful. Fly out of the darkness into the light. And I feel like that is what's going on here, is leaving the darkness and heading into the light, and really embracing your heart's desire. Here, moving from a blue heart to the red fiery heart, right? It's like the heart is cold. It's like, but it's getting ready to heat up here, for sure, is what I'm feeling like this. So as far as the when, I feel it's not too far away with all of this fire that's coming in here, and with that heart warming up. I feel like it's not uh, too far away. And you have the death card here, and it's an ending and a new beginning. Of course, again, cycles and trusting cycles, that it's all unfolding. But it's interesting when I saw this. Um, it's like the how and the where. At first, I felt like four weddings and a funeral, and it's like you meet them at an ending, new beginning type of situation. So yeah, so I was even going to say like a at a baby shower, but not really. They were like, "No, not like a baby shower. It's like a wedding or a funeral, or a wedding and a funeral, or 4 weddings and a funeral." But I feel like you're gonna see him at a lot of different celebrations, different and I see a funeral as not as a like a somber one, but as a celebration, like someone doing a celebration of life event or, so it's not a somber down thing like it's like but I feel like it's, like, that type of thing. Ah, very good, yeah. So definitely that's part of it, but I feel like it's gonna be at an event of some kind that you meet them, like at a wedding or at a celebration of some kind, at a get together. Um, so that is what I feel. And so definitely with moving to a different location, I feel like you'll be invited, hey, and like if you're not going to be in your family or something, I almost feel like you're getting invited to like if it's a celebration, like a holiday celebration where normally it's families get together, but you're away from them, they're like, "Hey, come be with us," "You have nowhere to be with us," and then you meet them at a place like that. So that's what I feel, is unfolding there. So how exciting, Kate. The flame. I love how you have embraced your fire. You're like, I am going to be attending a fire ritual, and maybe there's going to be a bonfire there. But I like it because you are not afraid of it. You are like, bring it on. Yeah. So I like that for you, Kate. So that is what they have for you, and I'm excited to hear about it when it does happen. All right. Yeah, Sabrina, actually, I'm not going to be able to get that far down. This is my last reading. Um, So I will be back in about 5 hours almost now, for my evening session. If you need an answer right now, anyone that's in chat, you can go to my playlist and follow your heart to see where spirit guides you. There's a ton of readings that are available. So just trust that spirit will guide you there. I'm sorry, Sabrina. I've been on almost 3 hours. I cannot take any more. But I wish I could, but I have to stop at some point. Otherwise, I keep on going and going, and I will be burnt out. And so I'm so sorry. But if you do need a reading right now, definitely go over to my playlists and follow your heart. I've got, um, you know, uh, a bunch of different readings. In fact, like with your reading, you might even check out this pick a card, which is readings, information from your soulmate, your soul partner, or your twin flame. So you can check out that reading, but or whatever else you're guided to in the playlist. Spirit will guide you to give you your message. But I will be back in about 5 hours, and thank you guys again so much for all the thumbs up, all the donations, all the love, all the beautiful comments you make. And please know that as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until we meet again, you guys hang in there. You take care of yourselves. Have a great day or a great night wherever you're out in the world. And we'll see you soon. You take care.